The Tao of Self-Confidence, Episode 216. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. Visit our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits. Well, hello friend. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. I'm your host today, Sheena Yap Chan, and today I have a phenomenal lady who lives in the same city as me, Toronto. She is an entrepreneur, and she's here today to share her story and tips on self-confidence. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Chinky Del Mar. Chinky, how are you today? Maybe you can fill in a little bit more about yourself to our listeners.
Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Chinky Del Mar. I feel honored to have this interview today with Miss Sheena Yap Chan. Well, my background is a Filipino. I was born in the Philippines and now I'm based here in Toronto, Canada. I've been here since 2012. I actually came as a live-in caregiver, and after completing the requirements, I jumped up into an entrepreneurial business where I am now into wellness business industry, and also I still have my other job as a community service counselor with large company Dignity Memorial. And I have two kids. I'm a single mom. I have a 12-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son. And they're not here with me yet, but hopefully soon they'll be together.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that story. And Chinky, what would be your favorite self-confidence quote?
There are a lot of quotes out there, but this one seems kind of relate to me. It says, confidence comes naturally with success, but success comes only to those who are confident. And I really agree with this quote. If you don't have that confidence in yourself, then it's not easy for you to be successful in whatever you do.
That's a great quote, and I totally agree. I mean, if you want success, it has to start with ourselves. You guys believe that we can achieve it, even if we have no clue how we are going to do it. We just believe enough that we can figure it out along the way. So I really like that quote, and thanks for sharing that. And in your own words, how would you define self-confidence?
Self-confidence is it's not just a born skill. It's something that you have to develop over time. That feeling of security and assurance and trust of yourself, believing in your own personal power, finding that potential in you, because sometimes you don't see it yourself, but as you go along discovering your own self through time, you build that confidence and you build that belief that you have your own potential and you need to express that potential. And
awesome. And I love your definition. It's true, right? It really does start with us, you or me, loving ourselves, trusting ourselves, believing in ourselves. That's what is going to build up our confidence. So thanks for sharing that amazing definition. And, what was your life like before your discovery of self-confidence?
Oh, it was difficult. For me, I was in a fear zone. Like there's always fear. Even in my college days, I grew up in a province, in a rural area, and we're not that we're just an average family. And I really would like to study in a university far from our province, but it's kind of hard for my family to send me to a university. But I want to be outgrow to that kind of environment that we're not that not that well enough. We don't. We're in 11 siblings, and I am the fourth. And most of my sisters, my older sisters, they're just studying in a college in our province, and it's very fearful to be outside in my community, in my comfort zone. But I've discovered that you're not gonna do far, and if you're not willing to take a risk. So that journey is very difficult. You're always in a fear. You're always like in a dark. You don't see what's in there. What's gonna happen to me, or if I gonna make it, or if I can do it by my own, because I will be away from my family. But during those times, having that take when I took the risk of going to university away from my hometown, away from my family, and I'm just alone there. I don't know exactly what to do. And even if in my personal life, not being an entrepreneur, it's not easy. I know that I wanted to be an entrepreneur because I've been in my marketing background back in my college year, in my university years, and I really want to be being my own boss, but I always have that fear. If I can make it, if I can be successful. So it's like a journey. It's not an easy journey for me.
Thanks for sharing that. And I'm pretty sure a lot of, women, especially in the Philippines, probably feel the same way you do, especially, in the province, right? I mean, there's
Yes.
not a lot of resources.
Yes.
They feel like they're trapped and they can't do anything else. So, what was that moment in your life when you realized you had, what it takes to go out there and become something, right? Go out there and be an entrepreneur, move to Canada. Like, what was that moment in your life?
It's mixed emotion because you're excited at the same time. You're not sure of what should be in front of you. What are you facing, right? It's a mix of emotion. But I have a mentor that I look up to, and I read a lot of books and also motivational books, and it helped me a lot to outgrow that fear. And once you are into it, and it takes a lot of practice to have that confidence in you that I'm gonna make it, and whatever happens, if I fail, as long as I tried my best, right? So for me, it's still a journey. It's not easy journey, but you just need to step forward and focus on your goal and what you want to achieve in your life.
Thanks for sharing that. And, because of that realization, what's your life been like now?
Well, a lot of opportunities come to me. I develop good relationships with like-minded people. I think it's important, especially if you're just started. You've met a lot of people who are already there, who are already successful, and you gain a lot of insights and valuable information, what they do and how they do it. So for me, having that self-confidence open to a lot of opportunities. It's either financial resources, in expanding your network, in expanding your influence with others, and also have that confidence in you. You also inspire other people who want to be like you, who want to also start up their new life as an entrepreneur. So you become an inspiration, and that feeling is like a sense of fulfillment for me. I have some friends who like to ask advice from me, and also I do coach. I do some personal coaching as well. So my venture actually expanded. I'm not just an entrepreneur, but also I do personal coaching as well. I share my personal story, and with my personal story, and anybody can relate, and they feel that if she can do it, I can do it too.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And I'm glad you're able to go out there and do your thing and become the inspiration as well. And, to the woman who's listening to your episode, she may be like in her own journey of self-confidence or in a similar situation as you. What would be that one tip you would give to her?
Well, the most important thing is you have the passion. Whatever you want to do in your life, you have to discover yourself. What is something that you want to be a legacy for yourself? You want to be remembered. You be willing to take that risk, to step forward, to be out from that comfort zone, and just do it. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and fail, because that's part of your journey. And as you fail more, you learn more, and you strive hard to make yourself better.
Awesome. Well, thanks for those awesome tips. And Chinky, if our listeners want to get to know a little bit more about you and what you do, is there any links or social media profiles we can connect with?
Yeah, and I hope everyone learned something from me. And if you want to connect with me, just follow me in my Facebook, Chinky Del Mar. That's short name of my Chinky. That's Chinky Del Mar. And also I have my Instagram.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And to our listeners, if you want to connect with Chinky, you can also head on over to the taoofselfconfidence.com and search for Chinky's name. Her show notes will pop up along with everything else we talked about. And I just want to thank Chinky for taking the time to share her story with us. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you so much, Sheena.
Thank you. It was an honor to have you on the show. And to our listeners, be on the lookout for another new episode of another amazing woman's journey to self-confidence. And we'll catch you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to another amazing episode of the Tao of Self-Confidence. Get your free self-talk tape for building self-confidence by visiting our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits.